following segment is sponsored by USANA Kids Eat. Throughout the pandemic, it's been an extra struggle to keep balanced, especially for those who are food insecure in our state. Today, we have USANA Kids Eat Director Michelle Benedict with us to tell us what we can do to help. Michelle, great to see you.
Great to be here.
We love when you're here, Michelle. Okay, recent stats show that 1 in 7 kids in Utah are food insecure, unfortunately. Can you describe the situation in Utah for kids that go hungry?
Yeah. So most of these kids really rely on school for their nutrition. They're going to school, they're having their lunch there, sometimes they're having breakfast there, sometimes they're even having dinner there, depending, on how long they're staying at school. And then, they're going home on the weekends or the long holiday breaks, and they're just going home to empty cupboards.
Okay, and USANA Kids Eat, you're doing incredible things, but if people haven't heard, what do you guys do?
So USANA itself is a worldwide health and nutrition company, and we've got a philanthropy arm. It's the USANA Foundation, and so that's where I work, and we provide food bags for kids here locally. We really aim to hit them on the weekends and the long holiday breaks. We utilize the schools. The schools and the clubs are where these kids are at, and so their teachers know what's going on in their lives, and they're able to tell us, how many kids they have that are in that kind of a situation. And then we distribute to them and they distribute to the kids.
Sure. Well, Michelle, working on the front lines, tell us how not knowing where your next meal is coming from adds stress to our kids. I mean, I think the reason is obvious, but tell us.
Yeah, these kids grow up kind of fast, right? Like as adults, as parents, we try to shelter our kids from some of the adult level stress that we think about bills and money, and but these kids kind of internalize it and they carry it with them. And now they're thinking about when are we going to eat next and how are we going to eat next. And so they do carry kind of an adult level stress with them. They kind of have to grow up quickly, and they start really thinking about what can I do to help my family? They start to feel a little bit responsible for it, and sometimes, in fact, just recently this past week, I heard of a child saying to his teacher, "I'm so glad I have this bag so I can help my family." And so I think sometimes they bring that bag home and they feel like they're contributing in it, and it helps them feel like there's something they can do.
Sure. Well, that was my next question too. How do kids react when they have siblings who need help? Because if you have like a younger sister or brother, you may be thinking about them over yourself. And as a kid, that's not what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, they really do. They try to shelter, just like parents try to shelter their kids, they try to shelter their younger siblings from the stress of it. And so a lot of times the older sibling is the one that will go pick up the food bag, and they'll let the younger sibling just kind of be a child, for a minute. And sometimes there's kids that don't want to take a bag because they're embarrassed. Certain ages it feels embarrassing, and the ones that will do it anyway are the ones who are worried about their siblings, and they'll take a bag because their concern for their siblings is greater than their embarrassment to have to carry a food bag home.
Sure. Okay, how can we help and donate, Michelle? How can we help you guys?
Donations are so needed right now. The supply chain is disastrous.
It's crazy.
Yes, disastrous, and it's making food prices go up with all the shipping costs and everything. And so every single dollar helps to offset those costs. It's just gotten to be more expensive, to feed these kids. But we've never missed a delivery. We're still moving forward. So any help with donations is fantastic.
Even if it's a little, it's still helping. Okay, where can we go for more information, Michelle?
Just write to our website. It's USANAKidsEat.org, and everything is on there for volunteering, donating, all of it.
Great. Michelle, thanks for being here, and thank you for all you're doing. Great to see you.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.